This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. Goodman's Jewelry on State Street opened for the first time today in months.
It was the first store that was damaged on State Street several months ago when people started vandalizing buildings. Our Jamie Perez joins us live there now with an update on what the process has been like for them to finally reopen. Jamie?
So the outside of the building here is still boarded up, kind of like the rest of State Street is. The inside of the building is also under repair. Still some work that needs to be done here, but they really wanted to get a fresh start here as we begin a new month. Now, when the store owner first got a look at the damage a few months ago, all the jewelry cases were smashed in. He says about $60,000 worth of damage was done and about $25,000 worth of jewelry was taken as well. And then the last few months, they've been able to redo all of the cases and restock some merchandise. And the owner said seeing customers again today was a relief.
I've been here for 37 years. I worked for Bob and Irwin before I bought the store. So this is, this is home. It's my second home.
He says it will probably be several more months until they can restock everything back in store. But for now, they are back open, back in business, and he is happy to be open here again.
It is good to see Jamie Perez live on State Street. Thank you, Jamie.
Well, it has been more than 2 months now since police and protesters clashed on State Street.
In that time, Madison has started new conversations about how to respond to the unrest. News 3 Now's This Morning's Chris Stanford reports.
A career's worth of experience crammed into a couple of months. That is what interim Madison Police Chief Vic Wall has been forced to take on. It's a job he didn't want permanently and still doesn't. He took over pre-pandemic, before the death of George Floyd, yet he found himself walking the fine line of protecting people and property and allowing groups to express their First Amendment right to peacefully protest. That tactic, the tactic that perhaps brought the most criticism, the department's use of tear gas and mace. City leaders have since started new debates over the use of tear gas and ways to effectively break up unruly crowds. The University of Pennsylvania Law School is now reviewing the police response. Knowing what you know now, would you have done anything differently?
That is what's going to come out in the wash here with our review and with the outside entity larger picture review, is look for areas for improvement. And, I don't have any doubt that there'll be some things that we can identify through that process where certainly I as chief and we as an agency might have been able to do better.
Tear gas, use of force, less lethal options, all on the city council's radar right now. One alderman has proposed banning police from using tear gas. Other members want to see a study on it first. Wall told me he felt their use of gas was conservative, adding that when you consider the property destruction, aggression towards officers, aggression towards uninvolved members of the community, there were no good options. You can watch my entire interview with Interim Chief Vic Wall on channel3000.com. Back to you.
Chris, thank you. A cooler start to the week. Boy, it's refreshing out there. Let's get a check on the weather now with Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hi, a nice little swing towards fall. Right now we do have some clouds still hanging out, but it does feel comfortable for this evening. Here's a live look with our Edgewater sky cam. The clouds are keeping things not quite so sunny outside, but thankfully nothing's busted open yet as far as the rain coming through. There was a small chance for an isolated shower. We're just not seeing that materialize right now. Temperatures in the mid-60s in Madison. Radar stayed quiet for much of the afternoon. Not ruling out a slight chance for an isolated shower this evening, mainly east of Dane County, but really not likely to see anything come through for most of the areas. This cloud coverage is steadily clearing out. That's going to allow our temperatures overnight to drop close to 50 degrees. Notice the cool trend continues for tomorrow. Really, the next 48 hours will stay below average. We get a little closer to average by Thursday and then back into the 80s for the weekend and next week. That's going to come along with a few shower and thunderstorm chances for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Madison police have confirmed that the man in custody for the fatal stabbing of a 13-year-old girl in Madison is her father. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office has identified the victim as Adriana Christensen. She was killed at a Southwest Side home Thursday night, and another person was injured. 44-year-old Travis Christensen has been booked into the Dane County Jail on tentative charges of first-degree homicide and and first-degree attempted homicide.
The Jefferson County District Attorney says there will be no charges against any law enforcement officers after the fatal shooting of a man in Watertown. Watertown police officer Pedro Gallegos initiated that traffic stop for a burnout taillight back on May 31st. Police have been searching for the victim, 32-year-old Thomas Sutherland, in connection to a domestic incident. During the stop, police said a taser was used but wasn't effective. After the taser was used, 13 shots were said to be fired from the vehicle. Gallegos returned fire. Police said they found a gun in Sutherland's vehicle. Sutherland was taken to a local hospital where he later died. No law enforcement officers were hurt. The Jefferson County DA said the officers' actions were lawful and reasonable acts of defense of self and others. A bicyclist is injured after being hit by a vehicle. This was in Sun Prairie about 10:50 this morning on McCoy Road near the Taco Bell. Officers say a female bicyclist was attempting to cross the crosswalk when she was hit by a vehicle. Officers say the bicyclist was taken to an area hospital for emergency surgery. The driver of the vehicle cooperating with police. No one's been arrested or cited. The crash does remain under investigation.
Crews are investigating the cause of an apartment fire in Madison. Firefighters say they received multiple 911 calls reporting smoke seen coming from an apartment in the 900 block of Magnolia Lane. Crews were able to quickly put out the fire. An official at the scene said it was a small kitchen fire in the apartment building and no one was hurt.
The number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin dropped by hundreds today. That's according to the latest data from state and county health officials. As of this afternoon, 579 people tested positive. The case count considerably less when compared to yesterday, which had 869 new cases. To date, a total of 55,542 cases have been confirmed in Wisconsin. 4 more people have died, bringing the state's death toll to 958. State Department of Health Services said about 9,900 cases remain positive. It's about 18% of people who have tested positive. And out of the 7,173 tested in the past day, 5.6% of those results came back positive. That number dropped by 4 percentage points since Sunday, and the amount of testing has also declined.
The coronavirus pandemic has surpassed another grim milestone as the number of cases globally surpasses 18 million. That's according to data from Johns Hopkins University. More than 500,000 people worldwide have died from the virus. The United States has the highest number of confirmed cases with over 46 million infections, accounting for more than a quarter of the global total. The Centers for Disease Control is citing a projection model that estimates more than 18,000 new COVID-19 deaths nationwide in the next 3 weeks. The White House says the pandemic is entering a new phase. It's now affecting rural areas.
What we're seeing today is different from March and April. It is extraordinarily widespread. To everybody who lives in a rural area, you are not immune or protected from this virus.
Many Americans still refuse to follow the guidelines. Nearly 1,000 people attended a boat party in East Peoria, Illinois this weekend. And South Dakota is getting ready to welcome more than 250,000 bikers for the annual Sturgis motorcycle rally.
Congressional Democrats say they spent their meeting with White House officials today going over numbers as they work on a next phase coronavirus bill. White House officials tell CBS News right now they are narrowly focused on getting an agreement on enhanced unemployment and eviction relief. Those benefits expired for millions of Americans last Friday. The Democrats want to keep the extra $600 weekly unemployment payments, while Republicans want to slash those payments to $200 weekly before phasing them down even more. The president accused the Democrats of stalling negotiations over state and local funding.
Slow rolling it, and all they're really interested in is bailout money to bail out radical left governors and radical left mayors.
Millions of people in our country are concerned about being evicted. Tens of millions of people are on unemployment insurance. The way we can correct so much of that is for us to defeat the virus.
White House officials say that one executive action the president's considering for coronavirus relief is a payroll tax cut, which he's called for in the past. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle opposed including it for consideration in current bill negotiations.
Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald says he wants the legislature to reconvene this week or next week to strike down Democratic Governor Tony Evers' mask mandate. The order from Governor Evers designed to slow the spread of the virus as cases spike in Wisconsin took effect on Saturday. Speaker Robin Vos opposes the mandate but has not said whether the Assembly would come in to vote it down, as Fitzgerald said the Senate wants to do.
A Madison-based company teaming up with a national biotech company to manufacture a COVID-19 vaccine and possibly host future clinical trials.
Our Gabriella Becerra joins us live to explain what production looks like. Gabby?
Eric and Susan, inside the Weizmann Center, scientists are busy producing a COVID-19 vaccine, a vaccine that they think could be ready for clinical trials by the spring of 2021. Now, Heat Biologics has been working on a model for this vaccine and now is in partnership with Weizmann Biomanufacturing at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. That vaccine will be manufactured to be tested in a human trial. Chief Scientific and Operating Officer Jeff Hutchins says the COVID-19 vaccine is different from vaccines they've worked on in the past.
Nice thing is that we're starting with a lot of knowledge. We know a lot about this virus. We know its sequence. We're even starting to understand what sequences or what proteins of that virus are give the most immunity or protectiveness, if you will.
The vaccine they're producing is designed to target people most vulnerable to COVID-19. Hutchins says a typical vaccine can take anywhere from up to 3 years from start to finish, but this one's on the fast track. And with the help from Weizmann, they say they'll be able to rapidly produce an approved vaccine.
Gabriella, thank you. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has endorsed Joe Biden for president. The move comes after the governor declined to endorse anyone in the primary. His endorsement comes 2 weeks before the scaled-back Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee, where Biden is expected to accept the Democratic nomination.
In-person absentee voting is underway on the UW campus. City of Madison says voting will take place in tents on Engineering Mall, Library Mall, by the Kohl Center, and near the Natatorium. Voting starts at noon, goes until 4 p.m. until Thursday. The clerk's office reminds voters the August primary is the election where you have to pick a political party and vote only for candidates within that party. Voters must present an acceptable form of photo ID before getting an absentee ballot. That includes Wisconsin driver's license, Wisconsin photo ID, a passport, or military ID. The Wisconsin Elections Commission says so far more than 330,000 absentee ballots have been returned for the August 11th primary. More to come on News 3 now at 5. Up next, Tropical Storm Isaias headed towards the East Coast. We'll tell you who could be affected by it. And coming up tonight on News 3 now at 6, Wisconsin teachers unions continue their calls for going back to school online. That's ahead at 6. And the markets with a strong start to the week, a record close for the NASDAQ, up 157.5 to 10,902. The Dow soared another 236 points, while the S&P 500 was up 23.5. And we'll be right back.
Incredible savings during the big anniversary sale going on now at Slumberland. Deals galore throughout the store, from modern sofas and chairs to gorgeous beds and lots more. Top it off with totally free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Tired of that old bath or shower and ready for a change? Mad City Baths makes it easy and affordable to have a new bath, tub-to-shower conversion, or walk-in tub installed in as little as 1 day, with premium wall patterns like sandalwood, white slate, and more, infused with Microban antimicrobial protection. Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now get huge savings during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on your new bath or shower with 60 months 0% interest, and receive a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. Plus, call during this program, and as a bonus, receive a free $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Ask about virtual online estimates. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 50% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Incredible savings on Sealy mattresses during our big anniversary sale now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $99, or a luxurious Sealy Posturepedic for $9.99. plus free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland.
Tuesday morning, you might actually need a jacket as you head out the door. We'll have details on a chilly morning in your First Warn forecast.
And we'll tell you how UW-Madison is getting involved in looking for a vaccine for COVID-19.
We'll see you tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. A Wisconsin Marine is among those presumed dead after their landing craft sank off the Southern California coast during a training exercise last week. Evan Bath of Oak Creek, a 19-year-old rifleman, is among the 8 troops missing and presumed dead. The Marines said yesterday they had called off the search that started Thursday when the amphibious assault vehicle sank with 15 Marines and 1 sailor aboard. 8 Marines were rescued, but 1 later died and 2 are in critical condition.
More than 110 million Americans along the East Coast could feel the impact of Tropical Storm Isaias as it approaches the Carolinas. Isaias headed toward the Carolinas as it moves offshore, winds up to 70 miles an hour. It's expected to make landfall tonight somewhere around the North Carolina-South Carolina border. Forecasters expect a dangerous storm surge and up to 8 inches of rain. Tropical storm warnings and watches are in effect for nearly the entire East Coast.
Status or category of a storm can be misleading. Whether it's labeled a tropical storm or a hurricane, you should take this storm seriously.
President Trump has already approved an emergency declaration for North Carolina, which will make federal disaster relief funds quickly available if needed.
Meanwhile, on the West Coast, hot and dry weather in Southern California is fueling a dangerous, out-of-control wildfire. It's burned more than 26,000 acres and destroyed at least 1 home about 70 miles east of Los Angeles. This is the first major wildfire in Southern California since the pandemic started. 1,200 firefighters have been working since Friday to push the flames away from homes. Water and land crews are dealing with hot, windy weather and a rugged remote battleground as the fire burns through the forest. This fire actually started as 2 fires that merged into 1. Firefighters are investigating both as arson. Let's get a check on our weather now and see how long this crisp weather will continue, Dana.
It's a little fall-like outside right now. Overall, our radar, though, still very, very quiet. We do have some showers and thunderstorms well to the southeast, southern Illinois and Indiana, dealing with some showers and storms. And then, of course, if we travel even further southeast, that's where we're keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Isaias. Right now, a tornado watch in effect for parts of eastern South Carolina and North Carolina, stretching up towards the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's where we're seeing the most wind with this system. As the governor of North Carolina, Governor Cooper, just said, the storm may not be a hurricane strength. Right now, it's still a tropical storm, but it's still very, very strong winds. And there's still, of course, that tornado threat and heavy rainfall and storm surge. So that storm likely going to make landfall between Myrtle Beach and Wilmington, North Carolina, sometime overnight or early Tuesday morning. So we'll watch that overnight. For us, we are expecting things to stay pretty calm and quiet, actually, overnight. Conditions might include a few more clouds for the next few hours, but the clouds will clear out as we head into Tuesday morning, and that will lead to a mostly sunny sky for Tuesday. Temperatures overnight near 50 degrees. In the afternoon, high temperatures yet again close to 70, so another very fall-like afternoon. For Wednesday, we get to enjoy that mostly sunny sky again. Overnight lows near 50. Areas north of Dane County could see overnight lows in the mid to upper 40s. So a cool start to the day. Afternoon highs will be in the mid to low 70s for Wednesday. Now, our temperature trend 6 to 10 days out, not likely going to hold on to those 70-degree temperatures for much longer. It's very likely that we're going to see a warming trend throughout most of the Midwest that will be trending above average as we start to look closer to the middle of August. Now, tomorrow we'll see high temperatures in the lower 70s. It will be a mostly sunny sky and just pleasant outside. 72 is very comfortable, especially when we get to factor in the sunshine as opposed to the cloud coverage that we had for today. So low 70s for Tuesday. Wednesday, we hop up just a little bit in the mid 70s for afternoon highs with mostly sunny skies skies. Overnight lows also start to creep back up, and by the weekend we might have to turn the AC back on. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s for Saturday and Sunday. Now, for the end of the week, we start to increase our moisture a little bit. Gets a little more humid outside, and we have the slight chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A better chance for showers and thunderstorms will develop on Sunday. And as we look ahead to next week, it does seem likely that our temperature trend continues on in the mid to low 80s for afternoon highs. But still a little bit above average, but very summery. Thankfully, not too toasty outside. Traffic conditions right now do look pretty calm. Not seeing any major delays along the Beltline. The interstate should be pretty smooth all the way from Dane County through Janesville. From Janesville to the Beltline, about 24 minutes. Sauk City to Middleton at 16 minutes this evening, and Sunbury to downtown, about a 9-minute drive. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thanks. And ahead of News 3 Now at 5, the Brewers finally set to have their home opener tonight. We'll tell you who is taking them out and who is opting out. Big mess for baseball these days with COVID-19. We'll have the latest just ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Tired of that old bath or shower and ready for a change? Mad City Baths makes it easy and affordable to have a new bath, tub to shower conversion, or walk-in tub installed in as little as 1 day with premium wall patterns like sandalwood, white slate, and more, infused with microban antimicrobial protection. Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now get huge savings during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on your new bath or shower with 60 months 0% interest, and receive a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. Plus, call during this program, and as a bonus, receive a free $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Ask about virtual online estimates. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
She was the most welcoming person you could ever imagine. Her home was the safe place. It was difficult to comprehend how quickly everything kind of spiraled downwards. We didn't even know that she had COVID till a week later in her passing. The president made a huge mistake in downplaying this virus. There was a lack of leadership, a lack of responsibility, and a lack of resources. I felt like our elderly have not been a priority for this administration, that they don't matter. And I feel like my grandmother didn't matter. The last time I saw my grandmother, we weren't going to be allowed in the hospital. We asked if we could video chat her, and everyone could say a little something. We gathered as a family, we prayed. But the fact that she was alone, it just breaks my heart.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
This election season, politicians are targeting Wisconsin, making promises and claims to capture your vote. But you deserve the truth. Only Reality Check gives you the tools you need to make informed choices. I'm News 3 Now political reporter Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Well, less than 2 hours, the Milwaukee Brewers are finally set to have their home opener. The Brewers will face off against the White Sox at 7:10. Now, Milwaukee was scheduled to have its home opener last Friday against the Cardinals, but 13 members of their organization tested positive for COVID-19. The weekend series was wiped out, postponed. Tonight, left-handed pitcher Brett Anderson will be the starter. He's returning from the 10-day disabled list. Meanwhile, pitcher Shelby Miller has opted out of the remainder of the 2020 season, along with outfielder Lorenzo Cain. The Cardinals and White Sox game at the Field of Dreams has been postponed now until 2021. The Athletic is reporting that the game in that cornfield in Dyersville, Iowa was canceled due to logistical problems, not due to the fact that Cardinals players and staff members were positive for COVID-19. That's what they're saying. MLB will keep the White Sox as one of the teams for the game next year. The other team, though, has not yet been determined.
Milwaukee Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer has been named a co-recipient of the 2020 Michael Goldberg National Basketball Coaches Association Coach of the Year Award. In his second year with the Bucks, Budenholzer has the Bucks on top of the NBA standings with a 54-13 record. Coach Bud earned Coach of the Year last season. He is the first two-time recipient of the award. Oklahoma City Thunder head coach Billy Donovan is the other recipient of the award.
And stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project for residential and commercial. From new construction to replacements, call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
I'd rate Mad City Baths 10 out of 10.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I have to give it a 10.
It's exactly what we wanted, and so they were fantastic. A 10.
With over 50,000 satisfied customers, Mad City Baths is a sure choice for durable, beautiful bath and shower updates installed in as little as 1 day. We'll help you design the bath or shower of your dreams and pass along special savings during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation, 60 months, 0% interest, and a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. Plus, last chance to call during this program for the bonus $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Virtual online estimates are available. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466. Call Mad City Baths.
Today we're facing a serious threat. We have to meet it as one country. Numbers don't lie. Infection rates are now going up in more states than they're going down. We gotta fight this together. Wear a mask. Keep your distance. Limit the size of crowds. It may be inconvenient. It may be uncomfortable, but it's the right thing to do as an American. We need a president who will level with the American people. President will tell us the unvarnished truth. President will take responsibility instead of always blaming others. President will listen to the experts, follow the science, allow them to speak. President will lead, be an example for the nation. We have to do all we can to keep our fellow Americans safe and healthy. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Save big on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Update your exterior with Menards' huge selection of outdoor wall lights. Pick up this Riley outdoor wall light in a weathered bronze finish for just $69.95 after 11% off. Smart Coat is an advanced paint and primer in one with ultra-smooth coverage, superior adhesion, and exceptional washability. Only $23.99 per gallon after 11% off. Start saving today with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project for residential and commercial. From new construction to replacements, call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, we're tracking Isaias as the storm heads towards the Carolinas. More than $120 million in its path. So when will it make landfall? And new worries tonight over life-threatening storm surge. Plus, new video released in the death of George Floyd, what happened in the moments before his death. And we'll end with how a group of high school students joined together to lend a hand to the senior citizens in their community. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Well, just because the Summer Olympics are postponed until next year doesn't mean Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky is taking some time off.
Is there anything she can't do? Check this out. Ledecky chimed in on the Got Milk challenge on TikTok. She swam a full lap while balancing a glass of chocolate milk on her head, and she didn't spill a drop. Ledecky tweeted, "Possibly one of the best swims of my career, open for debate." That is incredible.
She is something, isn't she?
She is the coolest.
Eric, you have to show that to your son, the swimmer.
Yeah.
He'll get a kick out of that. Not pool weather today, though, Dana.
No, just a little cool and a little cloudy still, unfortunately. And for tomorrow, the sun will come back, but it still might be just a little cool for water weather. If you're feeling brave, 72 the high for the afternoon. You can go ahead and splash in. Temperatures overnight will drop close to 50 again for early Wednesday morning. Mostly sunny on Wednesday. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we will be back in the mid-80s for afternoon highs by the weekend. That's what we'll stay heading into next week. So just a brief taste of fall before summer really kicks back in.
All right, Dana, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.